Hey Stampers, welcome to Brandy's Cards. I am so excited to have you here with me today. In one of my previous videos, I showed you how to color this beautiful bluebird. I had so much fun coloring this bird. I used the watercolor pencils and the water painter. It was super easy to do, so I decided to Google, that's right, I Googled winter birds, and I found some other birds that I thought were just lovely. And so I'm excited to show you how I colored this guy. Yeah, so he's very similar, but just a wee bit different, right? So it was really easy to do. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a video for y'all today and show you how easy it is to use those watercolor pencils along with your water painter and how you can blend those colors and you can get the beautiful realistic image that you're looking for. The stamp set that I'm using today is the Happy Holiday stamp set. This is out of the July through December 2021 holiday catalog for Stampin' Up. That's right. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please let me know. I'd love the opportunity to help you answer any questions you have and of course earn your business. So just reach out to me, and if you're one of my current customers, thank you for being a loyal customer of Brandy's Cards, and I hope that you enjoy these watercolor birds today. And if you are one of my customers, I have done lots of watercolor videos recently. So if I haven't sold you on these yet, I hope I do, because they're a really fun tool to have and a way to color your images. All right, so I'm excited to show you exactly how I colored this beautiful bird. Like I mentioned earlier, this bird was, I just Googled it, and I just Googled winter birds, and this guy came up. And I was looking at the stamp set, and I thought, oh yeah, I could absolutely try to recreate him. And so that's what I did. Now, as I'm showing you how to color this, if you like my video and you find it helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified of my next video. Now, you're going to need some watercolor paper. This is Stampin' Up! Watercolor paper, Fluid 100 watercolor paper. I also have StazOn black ink. So that's what you're going to use to stamp your image. So what I did is I inked up my bird, and here is my little bird, and I stamped it in StazOn black on my watercolor paper. You'll notice it does have a little bit of texture, and it absorbs the water beautifully. So that's what you're going to want to do, is grab that watercolor paper, all right? So once you get your bird stamped, well, then you've got to figure out what colors that you want to use. And so after looking at that picture, I picked early espresso, I picked pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and a bit of basic gray. So those are the colors that I'm going to use today. Now you do want a little block. I find that with these water painters, you know, you can unscrew it, of course, and then you can add your water to that. And then, of course, when you screw that back on, sometimes I find that when you push this guy, sometimes it's a little difficult or a little hard if you've got, maybe you have arthritis or your hands bother you a little bit. So just put a drop of water on a little acrylic block. You can wipe that water right back off, but instead of squeezing the brush, you can kind of pick up some water that way. I find that to be quite helpful and easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to leave that cap off, I think. So let's dive in. I'm excited to show you how I colored this beautiful bird. So let's start off with our early espresso. And I'm going to start up here at the top of his head. And when we did the bluebird, well, we started with our Night of Navy up at top. But because we're going to kind of do him in some brown shades with some crushed curry, I'm going to start with my early espresso as I'm adding a bit of color. And then, of course, down here to the bottom of his wing, I'm just going to add a bit of the early espresso kind of down in here. And I do like to kind of come up to this portion of his wing and just add a bit of color up in there. And so let's just see what we've got. Should we go ahead and set that aside, and maybe let's add just a bit of crushed curry. The crushed curry is, I just want that to sort of blend down. I just want it to be a few highlights in through here, you know, because he has that beautiful light browns, kind of the darks and light brown. And then of course, right up in here in his tail. So we're just going to add a bit in there, and then maybe just a little bit of highlight up in his wing. I don't want too much because ultimately he's brown, right? Now I do have a piece of scrap paper here, and that's just so that I can control the amount of, kind of ink on my brush and how much water I have. So I'm just going to start up here on his head, and I'm just going to do my little swirls. And you can see I'm working down his back, and I'm just going to move my brush down so that the color blends downward. Do you see? And it gets lighter. So you still have kind of that beautiful gradation of the brown into the crushed curry. You get some of that highlight, but you still keep that concentrated dark up there at the top. And so you can kind of see I'm kind of working over here to his wing. I'm going to pick up a bit more water, and I'm going to come down here to the bottom of his wing, and I'm going to just sort of work my way up. Now remember, right about in here is where I put some of that crushed curry, and I want that to kind of stay in there, so I'm going to work around that so that I don't blend that in. Adding a bit more water to my brush is going to help me, kind of thin that color, if you will, so that I can kind of move that color around a bit more. And I do like it a little bit darker right up here, kind of in the lines of his wing. Now, I might even want it to be a little bit darker, so carefully. You can always add more. You can't take it away. It's just kind of like cooking. You can add spices, which is fantastic, but you can't take them away. So, just be mindful of that. And so I'm just going to, do my little swirls here until I can kind of get it good and blended. And you can see by adding a bit more of that espresso, I was able to kind of get it to be a little bit darker. So there you have it. So he's about done there. Let's go ahead and move to his tail. So over here on his tail, same sort of thing. We have the crushed curry, the early espresso. And then we have the crushed curry right about in here. And I don't want to cover that up. I want that kind of to look like he's got several shades to his fur, right? Or his feathers, I should say. And so there you go. And again, you might even come in here if you decide you want a little bit more concentrated to the color of the bird's tail. You can add a bit more. And just be careful, and be mindful of your coloring. So he is beautiful so far. I'm super excited. So now I have pumpkin pie. And so pumpkin pie, I'm going to start out with my pumpkin pie, and I'm going to go around his eye. And I want a concentrated bit of color kind of around his eye right through here. And then I'm going to kind of push a little bit harder to kind of deposit more color down here kind of through his feathers. And then on his belly, or his chest and belly, I'm just going to add a bit of the pumpkin pie through here. And then I'm going to grab my crushed curry again, because I felt like it looked beautiful when you had a bit of that yellow tone kind of throughout his feathers. So just a bit, not too much. I can always go back in, right? You just can't take it away, so you want to be mindful of that. So up here in his eye, I'm going to just start. I do want it really kind of dark around his eye, and you can see that the crushed curry kind of lightens it up through there. And then you've got your pumpkin pie through here, and you can kind of see it's blending beautifully, and he just looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. And so I'm just going to blend that color out and down actually. Now, maybe it's a little too yellow. Maybe you want to add a little bit of espresso in there. So very lightly, we can just add a bit of espresso right about in here. And then, you can kind of work that brown up into his belly. And so it's just really easy. It's fun to do, but it does take a little bit of practice. I certainly didn't achieve him on the first try. I practiced, absolutely. But it is very soothing. If you like coloring, whether it's with the blends, whether it's with crayons, markers, whatever it is, if you like coloring, then you would probably really enjoy these watercolor pencils. So that was basic gray. I just picked up a bit of color from the end of the basic gray pencil, and added it to his beak. And then I'm going to add a bit of color to his feet. That is early espresso. And we're going to blend that in just so it looks nice and soft. And there you go. So he is so pretty, so easy to make. You know, and again, I just used 4 pencils. That's what I used, 4 watercolor pencils. And I used my water painter. Of course, a little block or something, you know, a little plate or something to add a little bit of water so you can kind of pick that up. Now let me show you. I have a piece of card stock here, basic white card stock, and I went ahead and I embossed a bit of white paper using my time-worn 3D embossing folder. I love this embossing folder. It is so pretty, and I like that kind of type look, and it's really kind of vintagey. I love it. So I have some liquid adhesive, and I am going to add this to the top of my card, to the front top. So this piece is going to be flush against the top edge. Now there is, these words do have, you know, they do have, you can put them on here upside down. So they are words. This word says no. I don't know what it knows, but it says no. So just be mindful of that when you are adding that to the top of your card. Now this one, I just had a couple extra pieces and of this embossed fold, you know, the embossed piece. I just cut it off and I layered it inside a basic white strip. I just thought it kind of had a really fun decorative look to it. That's why I did that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to cut your bird out. So you're going to use your paper snips and you're going to hand cut your bird out, and that's what he looks like after you cut him out. Don't worry about the little space in between his feet. You're not going to notice it anyway. We're going to flip that over and we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals here behind him. And then we are going to add him to the front of our card. So we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals behind him, some pop dots. I might go a little bit heavy, but I did spend a lot of time coloring him and he's quite lovely, so I don't want him to fall off. So we're going to add some behind him. Then I'm going to add some behind. This is Early Espresso, Crumb Cake, and I also have Basic White. Now, if you're interested in the sizes and the dimensions of this project, you're going to want to go to BrandysCards.com and you're going to want to click on blog. And in my blog, you're going to find this tutorial. If you don't find it, you're going to go up to the search bar and type in Happy Holidays. That's right, Happy Holidays, or you know what, just type in bird. Type in the word bird and hit enter, and any video that I have done or post that I have done with a bird in it should pop right up, okay? Or you can click on videos in the navigational bar and you'll also be able to see all of the thumbnails of the videos and find the project that you're looking for. And while you're at BrandysCards.com, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please let me know. Feel free to email me. I would love the opportunity to send you catalogs, answer any questions you have in hopes of earning your business. So be sure to click my contact and send me a message that way. All right, so here is my bird. Let me show you this beautiful bluebird. If you like this guy, you very well might like him too. And so if you go to BrandysCards.com or to Brandy's Cards YouTube channel, you will also find a video on how I colored this beautiful bluebird. So you do have a couple of options there. So just super fun. I hope that you enjoyed these beautiful birds and you enjoyed seeing how I colored them. I hope that I've inspired you to go and grab your watercolor pencils, grab a water painter, a blender pen, I don't know, maybe even a paintbrush, right? As long as you have some water, get a paintbrush and start blending these colors, and don't be afraid to try. I think sometimes fear holds us back because we really don't know what to do with it or how to blend those colors, but you don't learn if you don't give it a go, right? So give it a try. Let me know how you go. Please leave me a comment. Let me know which bird you like best. I'd love to know if you're maybe the bluebird or maybe you like the wren. We have a bird here called a Carolina wren. That's kind of what he reminded me of, but he didn't have as much orange on him. So, but anyway, also Google birds, right? And you can pull out, we've got lots of bird books here, so you can open up your bird book and see what kind of ideas. There's so many beautiful birds out there that you can absolutely recreate. And even though this is a holiday stamp set, I mean, as you can see here, it makes a beautiful thinking of you card, and it makes a beautiful card that you can just put any sentiment that you would like. So thank you for stopping by, and if you like my video and you found this helpful, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you are notified if you hit that notification bell when I post another video. You don't want to miss them because I've got more up my sleeve. I know I'm really working on my watercoloring right now, but it's so much fun. So don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe to my channel, okay? And of course, if you have any questions, be sure to go over to BrandysCards.com and click on Contact. You can contact me there. Say hi. Let me know what you're working on. And, you know, I'd love to hear what projects you've got going, okay? Thanks for stopping by. Happy stamping. Bye now.